What's up, YouTube fam? Southern RC coming to you from Saturday night. Decided not to go out. Just wanted to kind of just be laid back and clean up my studio, be a little more organized, do some arranging. So I figured that'd be a good time to shoot a video and just be kind of a brief overview of what you can expect on the channel, some of the vehicles I have, and my little studio slash workshop setup. And just a little bit of RC talk. So first things first, as far as vehicles go, if you've watched some of my other videos, you saw me talk a little bit about the Summit. I don't have a lot of video of it running, but that's going to change. Just picked up the maxx, of course. That's on the video earlier today. That's the green edition, and as you can tell, it is badass. Graphics on it are just, they're off the chart. This body here, Nissan Titan, I've used that on the Summit quite a bit. If we go over here, just your typical pegboard. These plastic accessories that mount on pegboards, they sell that at Home Depot. They're relatively cheap. Got a wood bench with the steel or sheet metal on the actual top there. Ammo box, that's where I keep my batteries. Pause that video. Just another little tray area, keep some of the oils and miscellaneous stuff. These tires here, actually they don't even make them anymore. They're pretty rare, but I'm gonna put these on the good old Summit. Not gonna happen soon. I hate beadlocks that much. Up here, got a couple bodies. This is the Jeep body that I was gonna put on the cr10 Tamiya. You can see the servos hanging there. That was a 4-wheel steer. Had the 2.2 tires. I had actual super swampers on them. These right here, 2.2. Anyway, I'm selling that CC10. Just didn't really get into that. Not gonna do anything with it. It has all traxxas electronics, waterproof. I have the bearing kit with it. You'll need to install it. I'm putting that up on eBay. Back to the little work area. Your standard Proline stand. Got your high-tech 4 battery charging station. This is just an inexpensive, touchscreen laptop, tablet. So, the keyboard's underneath on the back. You can just pick up the screen, detach it from the keyboard, flip it around, and then turn the whole thing around. You're back to a laptop. Just your typical, Walmart storage trays, bins, as you can tell. Fishing box that I use if I go to I've been to the racetrack a couple times, taking the slashes, and I'll take that with me. That's where I put all the bad batteries until I either throw them away or get them replaced under warranty. It's just for safety. A little firebox, trash can. Here, of course, we already seen the videos on this bad boy. That's the trx-4 from Traxxas. It's just, I love it. A good old scx10. I enjoy it as well. You're going to see some more of that. And a few upgrades. Nothing major, just the top winch and the blinks and the steering rod. We're going to replace those with aluminum. Move the battery up front. And that's pretty much about it for now. Until electronics or servo goes out, everything's stock, so we'll rock it until it fails. Got the low-C night crawler. That's going to be kind of fun to mess around with on the course at night. And speaking of course at night, if we go over here, that's the light I was telling you all about. I'm going to get a couple more of these, so run some extension cords out through the backyard and have it shining on the creek and the rock crawling course. So it'd be kind of neat once I get some LEDs for this unit here. And of course, that is another thing. I'm going to put LEDs on both of them. And this one already has the LED light bar, and it also has the rock lights, of course, underneath it. It's the night crawler. This is the newer version. It's got the warm drive. That's something that separates it from the other machines. You know, it's a phenomenal crawler, and waterproof as well. So that's kind of fun. Moving along over here, that's the bomber. I've only ran it maybe like, I don't know, 7-8 times, sadly. I plan on running it some more. I do want to get the links, or the I think it's the sway bar in the rear, to help with some of the torque twist, and figure out what else I could do on that. The torque twist is okay in this type of model. You want it to kind of get a little crazy and act, you know, going up crazy, gnarly stuff. So, you know, having that flexibility is not always bad. But you can give me some input on what you think about that. I am going to do bead locks on this eventually. Probably going to rock these same tires, as they're fine. They're very squishy though, a lot more than the other vehicles. Here, just a little knick-knack, cheap crap. I was going to do the brushless version of that, but now they have one made by Pro Boat. I'm probably just going to get it and sell that back on eBay. That's a fun little boat, of course. That's the one that's made by Venom. They don't make it anymore, but that was the barbed wire. Then they had the barbed wire XL, but it's self-riding, so you know, you can just bash the crap out of it. It's brushless. Cheap little brushless drift car I bought off of Hobby King, I think. It's got the LED kit where it's got the underglow, and you know, I gotta install it, but it's got the lights all the way around, underglow. It does all kind of cool stuff as far as the lights go. Moving on along to the boats, or continuing with the boats, I should say. That's the Cajun crawler. It's brushless 3S lipo. A lot of fun. It's very fast, and enjoy it. Spartan, believe it or not, I bought this on Craigslist used, and at the time I only had one good, and still do actually, 3S battery. I got 3 more being sent, replaced from Traxxas. So here soon I'll actually be able to run scx on this for the first time. Now, has the upgraded electronics. You know, it was recalled, as you recall. They had some issues with the original electronics, so it's been upgraded. It is the original hull, but that's okay. I'm just gonna, you know, have a little fun with that. So that'll be coming up very soon. Moving on along. Up here, super quick, back to the bodies. It's just the E-Revo 1/16 bug, old Tamiya Hummer body. That was on my CR01. I'm going to put some videos up of that. I have some old videos I got to find on my computer. That was a lot of fun. My first real crawler. And over here, of course, you've probably already seen a brief overview of the GT4. Definitely going to be running that and also upgrading that to brushless within probably a couple of months. That's the X01. That's the original one. Had a lot of fun with that. I don't have a lot of video of it neither. That's going to change as well. Again, kind of in the same boat. Batteries, I only had one good 3S battery, so that's just kind of been chilling for a while. And when you have so many RC cars, sometimes, you know, when you have an issue like that, you just just play with the other ones, and you know, eventually you'll get to it, and that's kind of where we're at. I am sending in the remote control on that to Traxxas to get it programmed so that I can upgrade the radio, and not the radio. They're going to program the radio, so it's keeping the old original radio, and then they're going to upgrade, or I'm going to buy a new receiver that has a TSM, traction, you know, control management, or whatever they call it. So that's about it for that. And down here, tried and true, Stampede 4x4. Brushless, of course, has the Super Swamper tires on it. And then right here, this is the new slash. It's right under the Ultimate, so it doesn't have the upgraded aluminum, you know, hub carriers or whatever you call it, and a few of the other options. But it is the lower center of gravity. It does have the onboard sound, and of course, it's brushless as well, 4-wheel drive. And moving on down, 4-wheel drive slash Ultimate. Now this is the original with a higher center of gravity, which is, you know, really better for bashing anyway. That's just the old Rally 1/16, and what I did with it, and I got a new servo. The one on it, you know, it's just the Traxxas servo. It went out. Of course, you know, I played with this for quite a long time, so. But I put the Tamiya rally tires on it. It actually does really well in the dirt. I mean, this thing's a little missile. A lot of fun. And then, of course, we all know about the e-Revo VXL. Got the Pro Line Dirt Hog. I think that's what they're called. It's been so long. But anyway, that's that. Got the upgraded tires on that. A lot of fun. I have replaced the diff on it a couple times. But I do a lot of back flips and, you know, just crazy stuff with that. I bought that on eBay. That's a Tamiya rally car. It's got the aluminum drive shaft. It's cool. And it has the Novak brushless system in it. It came like that from eBay, all ready to run. It's 3S LiPo as well. Even on 3S, though, for whatever reason, it's pretty mild. But, you know, I mean, it scoots around, but it ain't nothing to talk about. Maybe 30 mile an hour on a good day. So let's see here. I think that's pretty much it. As far as other vehicles that I plan on getting in the future, not a whole lot. I do want to get that jet boat from Pro Boat. That's very appealing to me. And Arma, the Outcast. I think it's called the Outcast or Outlaw. I can't really remember. The short wheelbase monster truck. Gonna keep an eye on that. Look at some reviews. I might get that in a few months as well. And that's, you know, besides maybe one more. I mean, you know, you got to stop somewhere, right? That's going to be about it for this year. So I'm just going to shoot video with what I got, enjoy what I have. And, you know, like I said, we'll add a couple more vehicles. You never know, though. Something comes out and, you know, I had a good month and I want it and I got to have it. Well, you know how it goes. You go to the hobby shop and you get it. But this bad boy right here, I cannot wait to take it out. Batteries are fully charged, and she is ready to go. So, that's that. Keep all my controllers up here. I thought about, you know, going to one controller and putting them all on there, and you can actually do that with the controller that came with. Let's see if I can find it. And I'm talking about the traxxas X01. Here it is back here. Sorry about that. I know that was not the best. But this one, it's got the ability to put the iPhone on it. I gotta find it. I do have an older iPhone. Oh, here it is. I need to just go ahead and get it charged up, as a matter of fact. But, I mean, it's not even an iPhone. It's actually the little music one, whatever you call it. But, gotta send this one off. Like I said, they're gonna program it. But if I want to run multiple models, I can bind this one to all of my Traxxas models, so I can have one controller to, you know, control multiple Traxxas vehicles. And I actually might do that on a couple of them. But it's kind of nice to leave them like they are, because then if, you know, buddies come over, or if you're bashing and, you know, you run into some buddies, you know, they can join in on the fun. So, but that's pretty much all I have. Like, subscribe, share, and let's get ready to have some RC fun. Alright, well, thanks for watching the video, and good night. Oh, and one last thing, I do have the Blade Chroma quadcopter. I'm breaking it out tomorrow. I am going to start using that to shoot epic videos, so stay tuned for that.